Hello, Samir. Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
hear you now.
You can hear me
Yeah,
now? Good.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
for joining us in Geetika Ki Canadian Diary, Samir. Much appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
So, I have a tough question to begin with. You've been an
Oh,
immigration consultant for quite a few years now. And
yeah,
as
about
you
six
may have
years.
also heard and read in the news, about 700 students getting deported because of some fraudulent letters, student visas, things like that. So I'm sure at this point of time, people are wondering what are the key questions one
Yeah.
should be asking when they approach an immigration consultant so that their applications are verified, it's legitimate, everything is legal. What would you
Okay.
suggest people to ask, make sure they have gotten answers from their immigration consultant?
So basically, the Canadian immigration law mandates that if you want to apply for any Canadian visa, you are supposed to either use a regulated consultant,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
or you can do it on your own. So anything which is coming from an individual, any application from an individual itself or through a regulated consultant is their mandate. What is happening is doing applications on one's own is tough, and more than 95% of the consultants operating in Chandigarh, Punjab, Haryana are not
Acha.
regulated by IRCC, the Canadian immigration laws. They
Oh,
may have some permissions from the Punjab government or UT government, and some don't even have local permissions.
oh, okay.
So
So they should
most
first
of
check
the
that. ठीक है.
yeah. So most of these agents have not read the immigration law, nor do they know what to comply with, or
Mhm.
they have the right information. They feel it's some kind of business where everybody is involved, so we'll also make some money. So the first thing is that there is a IRCC directory where you can put in the authorized agent's name or his number if if he or she advertises that, and you can check. Once you put the name, you'll get a list of, you can even put a city name, you'll get a list of the authorized consultants there.
That's a very good point, Samir. It happens because अपन we believe है ना कि भी नाम आया हुआ है or somebody knows so and they referred. So अपन we don't do a due diligent
Yes.
research on the whole thing first. So
Yeah.
that's a good point to make sure कि
So,
immigration consultant जरा भी whatever you are trying to connect with, first you've checked are they legitimate or not.
yeah, and another point here I'll add is that anybody can put authorized immigration agent so and so number or the logo of ICCRC on their website or Facebook ads. So you don't have to only check that, you'll have to go to the official ICCRC directory, which is a directory which has all the details of only authorized agents.
Good point.
Otherwise, this duplication has already started there. It's a very simple logo. Everybody is putting that logo,
Mhm.
and everybody is kind of saying we are authorized.
Is there a website that people can go and check?
Yes, there is a website. You can log into the ICCRC directory. You can just type in regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant Directory.
Perfect. Thanks for telling that and sharing that, Samir. Next question. In your experience, what have you noticed some key soft skills that one should have in mind when applying for immigration to Canada? You know, when people don't, I'm not sure how many people actually understand soft skills, मतलब कि
Yeah,
degree या diploma नहीं हाथ च, पर
yeah,
जिਵੇਂ कि problem solving है ना? या
yes,
teamwork.
yes, yes.
ਇਹ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ soft
I get
skills
you.
ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ, what do you suggest what people should really think about when they're applying for immigration to Canada?
So, probably the most important is when you're moving to another country, uh, the top utmost priority is your language skills. So
Hmm.
basically, if you're looking at Canada, it is either English or French.
Yeah.
Okay, and apart from, so people should have a basic level of English language skills at least. A lot of people even are now since they know French is required in Canada, a lot of Indians have started preparing for French and even doing well in that. But that is people who already have a good English background. But people who have studied from local schools do find it difficult to. They may score in IELTS, they may work hard by rote, come to some kind of academic score. But when it comes to communicating, your employer or your teachers in school or whoever you communicate with you have to have apart from language skills which you have proven in numbers, you need communication skills also.
Yeah, language is very essential. Samir, I work as an interpreter as well, and I realize sometimes कदे कोई legal problem होवे या कोई अपना community setting problem हैगा या medical purposes वास्ते, when you don't know the language, it's the road becomes very tough
Yeah,
then. So that is
absolutely right. So
definitely right. Yeah. The other thing, common sense. I'm not sure how many people actually believe in that. Sometimes you just come
that's
and
true.
assume कि जेड़ा मैं Google ते पढ़िया या research किता, probably that is right, and not use your common sense.
Yeah, in fact, you're right. And a lot of these kids, especially the ones who go after 12th, they lack this soft skill because once they go, they select a course from here, they apply for a visa, they get a visa for a particular college, particular course. There, they are ready to listen to any kind of advice. It could be even from a cab driver because there is a network of people there who know that once the student has come, now is the time to, kind of guide him that, hey, guy, you don't need to study. I'll get you a college which is cheaper. I'll get you a college wherein you have to go for a day or two and rest of the time you can work. So, and then these people go to good colleges from here, but they change their colleges there, they change their courses, and and this is all again a money making racket because they know, because the Canadian law is very lax. Once you are giving a visa, you have studied the assessment of the officer is on the student's previous study, previous work. On that basis, he selects a course. The visa officer, refuses a file on the basis that no, you do not sync with your earlier studies, earlier work, or give a visa on that ground. And suddenly you go to Canada on some base, and there you are free to change your college, free to change your course, free to do whatever you want. So there is some laxity in this law that once you've been issued a visa on your SOP, which states you want to become a computer scientist and do this and that and a computer course, and there suddenly you go and change your college and get a hospitality course.
Yeah.
So there is some kind of basic flaw which I think should be rectified. So almost all probability, students should be made to stick to the college and course for which he or she has applied for.
That's a
So yes, there
very
is a
good
lack of
point.
common sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good point. But I would
thank
also
you.
think when they are like 16 or 17 coming after 12th grade, they're also very young, right?
Absolutely right. They really don't know. They've come in from small towns to big cities, and a lot of people who give them wrong advice for personal benefits. So yes, things have to be researched. You have to double check, probably maybe from Google and then your friends or some seniors or peers. And whenever you're given an easier way out, you're given a way out where you don't have to study, you can utilize that time working. That is where these students prey to.
So maybe make sure that if things look too good to be nice, then maybe question that, है
Absolutely right.
Last question, Samir. Why do you think Indians choose Canada as the destination for their future? I mean, बहुत सारे countries
Okay.
हैं ना अपने, people go to
Yeah,
Australia,
so
UK and other
absolutely right. So I'll keep the North Indian perspective.
Sure.
And what we have seen is that out of 10 people wanting to study abroad or immigrate abroad or work abroad, 8 are for Canada, and probably the other 2 would be one for Australia or one for UK or whatever.
Interesting. Okay. Why do you think that stats?
One is because I think in the past years, a lot of Punjabis and people from Haryana and even other North Indian cities have been immigrating to Canada for long. So a lot of people have a very good base in terms of relatives and friends there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is all they hear about. They don't hear about other countries as much. In fact, Canadian news and things happening in Canada are like local news in India. So they'll be in all newspapers, regional newspapers, all Facebook channels. It's
Yeah.
like people in India follow Canada and Trudeau as much as they follow the local leaders and Modi,
Oh my
especially in the north.
goodness.
Especially in the north. So if
Second
there's a
home.
strike in, yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so it's
Second
almost
is,
like a
see,
second home.
second is, it is a second home. Then the other aspects are again a better life, because all said and done, India is a growing economy, but keeping in view the kind of number of people here versus the opportunities, people feel that if they move in time, like students want to move in time, or people in their 30s feel they should move with their kids, though they always have a feeling that probably their kids could have a better life there if they go to Canada at early stage. They could get better education, free education, quality education, and may not have to struggle as much as their parents have struggled.
Thank you, Samir, for giving your expert advice and suggestions there. Much appreciated. We will keep our conversation on in other
Thank you,
episodes.
Geetika, and it was really good to talk to you. And
Same
I
here.
hope you get this to the people there. So thanks a lot once again.
Thank you so much, Samir. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.